To start, would you mind telling us a bit about yourself, your job, who you are?
I am a 36-year-old dude who lives in Chicago and is an accountant for a real estate company
How do we get connected?
through my boyfriend, because you are college friends with him.
What was your initial goal? If it was like one word, like get something.
Get lean. I was definitely carrying far more weight than I had to. So, yeah, that was my main goal, get lean.
How did you feel before we started working together?
I had zero confidence, had a lot of like body image issues and self-esteem issues because I was the heaviest I've ever been in my life and like the most out of shape I've ever been in my life. Like I was still going to the gym and lifting, so I was still like relatively strong, but like I didn't look great from like an objective point of view.
What did you feel at the time before we got started that you were missing out the most life-wise in the current shape you were in?
I mean, it's gonna sound really funny, but opportunity of like I know the whole movement about body positivity and all that fun stuff is great and all, and it's fantastic for the people who really utilize it and benefit from it and blah blah blah. Body positivity does nothing for me personally. I am with my self-esteem and like body dysmorphia issues and going through as much therapy as I had and quite literally never making a breakthrough. My positive reinforcement is external from like other people. And it goes along with like the simple insanity of like pretty privilege in society of like I was I was fat and frumpy. Yeah, it's fucked up, but it's the reality, and I am a realistic person.
Yeah.
So I was missing out on opportunity because I was being overlooked, regardless if like my personality is great or whatever fucking have you. And like I'm gay and being part of the gay community is an incredibly vain beauty pageant in all times. So yeah, I was just missing out on opportunity because like I actually had this conversation with Buck and Dottie when Dottie was visiting Chicago of like when it comes to pretty privilege, people are more inclined to small talk and have a conversation with you if they perceive something they like about you, whether that is your clothing, your style, or simply how you look, is the foot in the door of making a friend. And it's an like a unconscious weird part of psychology, but it's well, the reality of it.
Did you have any oh fuck moments before we got started together where it's like I need to make a change?
Yeah, when I saw 269 on the scale. My dad had type 2 diabetes, which is the diabetes you do to yourself. And like my grandfather had type 2 diabetes, which again is a diabetes you do to yourself. And like my grandfather lost a foot. So it was just like, all right, so my family on both sides are now susceptible to type 2 diabetes. And I don't want to be my dad. I actively do everything in my power to not be my dad, which is also going to go with his ailments. So I was like, all right, I'm in my mid 30s. I am very overweight. This is like prime real estate for diabetes. So I need to fix this. And I need to fix this now.
How long were you trying to lose the weight before we got started?
So let's see, we started in December of 24.
Yeah.
I probably really tried to lose weight since shortly after the pandemic, like lockdown lifted, because like I couldn't work out much. Like
Okay.
I had done keto, I had done intermittent fasting, I had done going to the gym constantly, But yeah, no, nothing really stuck for me.
What made you decide to take the leap, especially since none of it was in person?
I was willing to try anything. Doing stuff on my own wasn't working. Seeing a trainer like twice a week was kind of working, but not really. So I wanted to definition of insanity of doing the same things over and over again and expecting results. So I was like, all right, time to switch it up and hire someone to help get at least like a plan in action.
What was the exact results you achieved and in what time frame?
In a year, I lost like 70 pounds and gained probably a considerable amount of muscle, especially in like my like legs and like shoulder T-zone area.
What one thing in the program would you say contributed the most to your success?
The nutrition aspect, hands down.
What's one thing that you can do now that the old you would have never believed you could?
Calorie count and be able to like look at something and be like, I really want to eat that, but I don't have the calories left for today. And I don't want to go over my calories too much. Maybe I'll have half of it, and that will put me at my calories for today, and I'll save the other half for tomorrow. When previously it was not even a thought, straight into my mouth it goes, like a toddler.
What's been the biggest mindset shift since you began working with me?
Honestly, one that I kind of developed on my own as we were working out, as we were like working together, of since we're on a set plan of like, I think we started off at like 3 days a week, then we went to four, then we're at five. And it's one of those things of like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. Fuck, but I only have so many days in the week. If I don't go to the gym now, I'm gonna like be struggling this weekend, and I really don't want to go to the gym on the weekend. So I might as well just go now. So I guess the biggest mind shift was fuck it, I'll just go to the gym now. And then like the days that I'm annoyed or like frustrated, it's like, well, gonna go to the gym.
How is life now on the other side of transformation, especially from like a non-fitness standpoint? How did that impact other areas of your life?
There's a lot more confidence. I'm far more comfortable in my own skin, like on my own too. I don't recoil from the mirror and reflections as much as I did before because, body dysmorphia, it's still going to happen. My own confidence and my own comfort for myself. And then, of course, well, getting attention from others has been also a confidence booster.
How has it affected your energy levels and kind of how you feel day to day in terms of, I guess, like pain or discomfort or anything, like before and or after?
The simple one is I'm not winded going up several flights of stairs anymore, which taking the elevated tracks downtown, you kind of go up a lot of flights of stairs. Um, so I'm not winded anymore. If I need to like sprint because, train's coming or bus is coming, I'm not dying or winded after that. It's just like little life improvements that you kind of don't notice and take for granted.
So running to the trains, also stairs, any other ones?
Clothes shopping. So I primarily get my clothes from the thrift store because I fucking hate fast fashion and I love recycling. So finding clothes in my size is way easier at the thrift store. And now if I find something I really like that is slightly bigger than me, well, my craft table and everything are right behind me. It is far easier to take fabric away than it is to add fabric.
What would you say to the version of yourself who didn't join?
I'd still, I'd still probably be fatter and sad. Truth be told, I'd probably be just as strong, like strength wise, genuinely. But I would have far more fluff over that muscle. that would
Okay.
be the main contributor to the sadness.
If someone's sitting on the fence about working with me, what would you tell them?
Do it. I mean, you're on the fence. You are already an indecisive person. And since you can't make a decision for you, have someone else make a decision for you. So just fucking do it. Because inaction is the exact same as deciding not to. So if you're on the fence and teetering, it's like, all right, you've already decided not to. But since you're still wishy-washy, just fucking do it. What is the saying? It's like, I know it's a political statement, but it's like inaction sides with the oppressors. So it's like doing nothing is just as bad as being against it. And if this is a situation where you're against yourself, so doing nothing is already what you're doing, and you're expecting change. It's the definition of insanity again. It's like if you're teetering and doing nothing, it's the same as if you've never met Max and you were already doing nothing. So just fucking do something.